Hi everyone, just going to upload a second video on my page, on my channel. Just really want to talk about the last few games, pre-season, Europa League, etc. from where I left off. Obviously, pre-season I don't think was great. We've had better pre-seasons, and I know a lot of people don't look into pre-season a lot, but I do. As I said in my previous video, I think we could have done better, especially in Europa League. You know, we were shocking. Very disappointed by that. Not just for the fans that went out there, but to lose to a Romanian team. Although it was kids, I still believe that we could have done the job at home, especially 2-0 up. You know, went down to 10 men and kind of blew it from there, which may be a blessing in disguise. Looking at the fans and listening to them from, you know, Everton, Spurs, etc. You know, just saying I don't really want to be in it, and whether we do is probably a good thing. I was disappointed, obviously. I thought we could have, you know, progressed into that, into the group stages and taken it on from there. And had we gone out, it would have still been an experience. But I know some fans have had kind of experience of European night in the last season, but it didn't go as far as I'd liked, and to lose to a Maltese team like we did and a Romanian team, to me it wasn't good enough. I know it's the case of would we have lost under Sam Allardyce? Probably not. We'd have probably scraped through and gone into the group stages. A lot of people have said the owners didn't want Europe, but that's wrong, because we had the chance to turn this European tour down, and we submitted papers for this to go in. So, and David Gold's come out and said, you know, we're hoping for a good European games under the lights, etc. So I know the board wanted it. They've come out and said so. But obviously we're out now. I'm sure they were disappointed, but maybe looking back, they're looking at the suspensions, the injuries to the injury to Valencia, and thinking, well, actually, it's probably a good thing we've gone out. So. And, you know, the fitness has been a good thing, you know, especially against coming on to Arsenal now. We, you know, that game was very unexpected. I think we expected a 2-3, 4-0. And to go there and outperform Arsenal at times, the way we played, you know, with a 16-year-old, Tomkins at right back, you know, it was outstanding, and it was certainly wasn't what I was expecting. I was out in Prague watching it, and I was very impressed. Very deluded fans, some of our fans that thought we were going to go on and do great things this season. You know, we'd beat Leicester 2-3, 4-0, you know, stay unbeaten at home and have a brilliant season. But this is West Ham. You know, we hardly ever go and win 2-3 in a row. We haven't won 2 in a row in 2015. So Leicester was a big ask. Which I thought the best would get like a 1-1, 2-2 draw. We weren't going to win, and we didn't. Leicester looked up for it more than us, and I think it was unexpected to be 2-0 down. I think the players weren't expecting it, and we did perform obviously better second half. Fitness for us is still good, but maybe Leicester were that bit fitter, and you know, they looked at the Arsenal game and thought, if we can get them early on, get up 2-0, then we can win this, and that's exactly what they've done. Very disappointed, not expected, like I say, because, you know, this is us all over. We've got Bournemouth next, and, you know, we'll probably go out there, you know, we'll probably play at home against there and struggle against them again, because it's West Ham, and Man City and Liverpool away will probably perform and get a point or take all three. You know, this, like I said in my previous video, this needs to stop now. You know, we need to start winning consecutive games, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row, even stay unbeaten for that. But, you know, to beat Arsenal away like we did and be on such a high, you know, and then the fans start getting the hopes up and thinking, you know, Leicester are here now, we'll win this. We were never going to beat Leicester. You know, these fans that thought we would, I didn't hear one fan go, no, we're not going to beat Leicester. I think we're going to struggle. I think we'll lose. Everyone was saying we're going to win. Well, call me a pessimist, but, you know, I knew we wouldn't win. and I'm surprised fans still think, you know, after one excellent win against Arsenal, that we're going to go on and go on unbeaten run, because we're not, because we never have done. We very rarely win 2 in a row. I think it took over nearly 2 seasons, one season, to win back-to-back games. So I'm not surprised at all. Very disappointed. Obviously, the Arsenal game sandwiched in between pre-season and the Leicester game. You know, like I say, it's been disappointing. Very dodgy sending off. Vardy, you know, for what he done, he gets away with that. Schmeichel, he knew exactly what he was doing. Whether it was sending off, I don't know. Definite penalty. He knew exactly what he was doing. He stuck his arm out. And it cost us the game, because, you know, that would have got us back in the game. We'd gone out second half and scored a goal and could have gone on to win. If you guys think it was a sending off, then they should have been down to 10 men. Adrian's sending off I thought was harsh. I don't think we'll get it overturned, because I think they'll say his studs were high. I still don't believe on goalkeepers going up in the last minute. I understand why teams do it. I just don't believe in it, because it's rarely that anything comes of it. I know that German keeper scored the other week, but for them to assist a goal or score a header or even cause congestion in the box, I don't think it really works. And it's cost us sending off. Obviously, it could have cost us more with Jenko going in goal. Had it been, you know, a bit earlier on in the game, it could have cost us. And we're possibly going to miss him for 3 games now, because it's not just it's obviously violent conduct. And we've got a goalkeeper, Randolph, who I think in 3 games has conceded 16 goals against Bournemouth. I know this is a different league now, but Bournemouth players or manager will know what kind of a goalkeeper he is. I was hoping we'd get Rob Green, because obviously there's rumours of him coming back. I was hoping that we'd get him back in time if we lose the appeal. And I think, like I say, we will lose the appeal, so it'd have been great. I don't rate Randolph, never did. Surprised we signed him. I still think it was a Sullivan signing. I don't think Bilic rates him. But if we have got him for 3 games, then we're going to have to protect him. Ogbonna, Reed, Tompkins, you know, Creswell, Jenkinson, they're going to have to protect him, because, you know, he's dodgy at crosses. You can see in pre-season he's conceded goal after goal. And all the fans I've read and seen what they've said about him, you know, they're not confident. And if we've got him for 3 games, then, you know, Liverpool and Man City and Bournemouth coming up, you know, I'm not confident if we've got him in goal. And 16 goals in 3 games. I mean, 1 goal he conceded 8. I just hope that the panel look at that and just say, you know, he went for the ball. Vardy was there, didn't mean to kick him, and we'll get it overturned. I'm not confident, so I think we will go into the next 3 games with Randolph. So Randolph may surprise us on Saturday and have a blinder. You know, I think he knows that we're looking for a new keeper and he has to perform. Maybe his confidence has been shot in pre-season. But yeah, very disappointed by Leicester's result, as I say. But you know, not surprised. So Bournemouth next. I'm hoping that, you know, we'll turn up. Apparently the game's sold out. This is obviously a newly promoted team, great team. You know, they've only conceded 2 in 2 games. That's obviously Villa and Liverpool. Haven't scored, but we know they'll score on Saturday. Like I say, call me pessimist, but this Japanese guy scored his first goal, and as we all know, if a player's on a bad run or he's not scored for a team, they play West Ham and they score. So I'm expecting us to concede, not just because of Randolph, but I think we'll concede anyway. And it's just whether we can score 2 or 3. Obviously a bit worried if Sacco does get injured, or obviously he's in trouble with the law at the minute. Hopefully we can get a player in. Maybe, I've always said, well, I don't think we needed Charlie Austin, but looking at it now, I think we do. Let's see who we're after, get them in, because we are short on numbers and we really need that striker, looking at, you know, some of the chances we've missed. So not confident on Saturday again. I think it'll only be a point. I think Bournemouth will be up for it. Like I say, they're going to score. Whether they'll score 1 or 2, it's whether we can score as well. Let's see how we perform. I'm going to go with a prediction of 1-1. It's going to be a low-scoring draw. I'm hoping obviously we win. I'm West Ham through and through and have been since the late 80s, at 1988. And I want to see us win, of course I do, but I'm a pessimist. Some of my friends say I moan a lot, I'm a pessimist, but some people have come around to my thinking. So I'll come back, obviously do another game, do another video after the next game of Bournemouth. Hopefully we can, like I say, pick up 3 points, because with some of the away games coming up, you know, we need to start picking some points up. If we'd had 6 points on the board, then, you know, it's another 3 points towards safety and that 40-point mark, and which is obviously what we need. So hopefully, like I say, we'll pick up them. Hopefully going out of Europe is a good thing. To me, I was slightly disappointed. And obviously, just to recap, the Arsenal game was superb, and I thought we, you know, although I again predicted 2 or 3-0 we'd lose, we were outstanding and very surprised. If we're going to go away and play top 4 or 5 teams and win all them and struggle against lower teams, I don't know how I'll feel, because, you know, we should be performing like that throughout. But this is West Ham, we've always done it, so no surprise. But thanks for watching, thanks for viewing, and I'll be back soon. Take care.